It's the NBA. A moment here to...
He's had trouble finding his offensive rhythm and just hasn't been as effective as he'd like to be on that end. But this is something all players go through, and I'm sure he'll fight his way back.
Here are the 5. Luka and Reeves are the 1 and the 2. And it's James in at the 3 spot. And for the Jazz, we've got George, Lauri Markkanen out there with Bailey. Then it's Jusuf Nurkic. And it's Sensabaugh in at the 2 spot. Nurkic. Well, Grant, we are creeping closer to the halfway point of the season. And some teams have really found their identity.
Yeah, that's right, B.A. We know who most of these squads are now. And their opponents do, too. And as the year goes on, the better the scouting reports get.
Here's George. After the Lakers picking up a basket just moments ago. And that one's good. Markkanen.
Being Markkanen is 7 feet tall. He's absolutely an inside threat. I just love watching him capitalize from this area.
Here he goes. Out to the right wing. James with a steal. Here's Hachimura. Utah with the rebound. Markkanen outside. Launches it. And Ayton pulls it down. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for Los Angeles. Their last game, a win against the Suns. Looking to carry it into this one.
And in that game, they owned the glass. Most of the second chance opportunities went to them.
And you could tell it was demoralizing for their opponent, missing out on all those extra possessions.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Now here's Doncic. A 29-point game for him in the win against the Suns in Phoenix. George outside. Utah moving the ball around. Kicks it out to Markkanen. Fires from deep. Counted from distance. Markkanen's got 5 points.
Shots like this help Markkanen get in rhythm. The D must be aware of his ability to catch and fire.
Now here's Reeves. Defense is right there. And here's Doncic outside. And the three-pointer goes. Doncic has gotten his second bucket.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game. And that's how you lead a team. Literally.
On the wing, Hachimura to the middle. It's stolen by Nurkic. To the paint. Here's Markkanen. Goes up and lays it in. Nice and easy. 7 points in the game. All right, well, a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Jazz.
From the very start of this game, they have been giving the ball handlers trouble, using good pressure to force turnovers and get steals.
And also their pressure defense is paying dividends tonight, turning them over and getting out in the open floor and running.
Back to Nurkic. Up and over Doncic. Pass to...
Just love the ball boy.
And last season, the Jazz with the worst record in franchise history, Grant.
You're losing with a plan, though. Utah, such a smart organization. If you're going to tear it down to the studs, do it in a good draft year.
Here's Bailey. No made baskets yet. And that one's good. Markkanen.
Just so successful getting the ball inside and finding those great looks.
Fast break, Utah. George against Doncic. And George with the basket on the assist by Markkanen.
You can't help but look toward their defense. They're totally lost.
And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
They've now had assists on each of their last 3 buckets.
And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight.
And in their last game, he really distinguished himself at the free throw line.
Find the lane. Shooting. Find the lanes. One shot.
That's good from George.
And there's no question George can fill it up. For him, it's about focusing on shooting good percentages.
On the wing, Reeves. He's a tough guy to check, averaging almost 28 points a game. To halt the run, Doncic, no good. Jazz leading by 16. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to catch up with Will Hardy. As you might expect, we talk about the game plan for defending Luka Doncic. Coach stressed that they'll double team him often, saying, we want him to feel challenged on every single shot. I don't want him to get exactly what he wants out there. Sounds like Luka should expect hands in his face at all times tonight. Back to you, Ryan.
All right, Allie, thanks once again.
I don't think there's a team out there that doesn't want a player like Austin Reeves. This is a guy who is willing to sacrifice on both ends of the floor.
Now here's George. Turned in an outstanding game against Dallas. Nurkic against James. Pass to Aiden. Now Doncic. Oh, George with a steal. In transition, here they come. And the jam by George.
They've controlled the paint so far. That's been the difference.
It also allows them to play inside out, which will make them even more difficult to defend.
Here's Bailey. He's scoreless. Some room here for George. That doesn't go either for George.
All alone from mid-range. You gotta think he's kicking himself.
Double team on James. Doncic on the wing. Back to Aiden. And stolen by Markkanen. His first shot coming late. Doncic pulls down the board. Lakers trail by 16. Double team on James. And Keontae George gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
James outside.
And the mistakes are piling up for them early.
Here's Bailey. Oh, he finds himself wide open and drills it.
A potent weapon in Bailey's arsenal. The ability to look good shooting the jumper from just about anywhere.
Nice ball movement by Los Angeles. Out to Hachimura. Three-pointer. Rebounded by Bailey.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Pass to Nurkic. And that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
For Los Angeles, they've gone only 2 of 6 from the field. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. Here's Sensabaugh. Here's Markkanen. It's rebounded by Los Angeles.
Yikes, how did he miss that? I mean, he makes 9 out of 10 of those.
For 3, James gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
When you're guarding LeBron, you have to give him something. So the King, well, he'll take a three-point basket.
Here's Sensabaugh. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. George has got 3 assists tonight.
And they've settled in quickly today.
The 3 is up, and the Lakers hit again from deep.
Nice little duel here. LeBron getting the 3 points back for his team.
Pass to Bailey. Lets it go from deep. And again, it's Utah with a 3.
And they're behind right now because they're failing to play quality defense. It's that simple.
For 3, James gets the 3 ball to go. James has got 9. And so George will bring it up for Utah. 17-point game. And here's Nurkic. It's Markkanen on the wing. Puts it up. And Aiden pulls it down. Aiden's got 5 rebounds in the game. And there's James on the assist from Hachimura. 11 points in the game.
He's making an impact at the line. 4 for 5 already.
Pass to Sensabaugh. Now Markkanen over James. And Aiden pulls it down. Aiden's got his 6th rebound on the night. James against George. James can't get it to go. Jazz leading by 15. Over to the wing. And here's Bailey for 3. And Reeves pulls it down. And Grant, when it comes to pure shot-making ability, scouts love Ace Bailey's natural tools.
Yeah, when he's taking good shots, he can carry the offense. Needs to get a little stronger and clean up a few things, but his upside as a scorer is tremendous.
Bailey's shot is off.
Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
Doncic, no good.
And you got to give credit to the D for never giving up on the play and doing just enough to bother him at the rim. And to put things simply, this has not been his forte.
Now here's Reeves. James passes to Reeves. Now Hachimura. Pass to Doncic. 6 to shoot. It doesn't go for him. And George with some nice D. To win the drought. Got it. Makes him 4 for 6 from the floor.
Yeah, he's been having his way this quarter, attacking the basket and protecting their lead.
And Ayton with the stuff.
With his length, Ayton can easily get to the rim. In fact, he almost makes it look too easy.
And so Will Hardy calls a timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Filipowski, he's checked in for Utah. Collier comes in for Sensabaugh. And then for Los Angeles, Vanderbilt's checked in for Hachimura. And Connect subbed in for Reeves. Here's Filipowski. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
They came out swinging, really setting the tone on offense, and the opposition has not been able to respond.
And so far, they've had the advantage on the boards.
Pass to Nurkic. And here's George, guarded by Doncic. Nurkic, a screen on Doncic. George passes to Filipowski. Here's Collier. Kicks it to George. The three. No good that time. James against Markkanen. James can't get it to go. Utah leading by 18. Pass to Collier. And he's going for the oop here.
And his ability to efficiently score, that's really helped him out in this one, putting them ahead on the scoreboard.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Yeah, it feels like he's forcing things. What will happen? He's trying to help his team.
Drops in the three. Markkanen's got 14.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
They came out and bum rushed them. Huge difference in activity level from both teams tonight.
And stolen by Markkanen. In transition, here come the Jazz. Collier, no good. Los Angeles has gone 4 of 8 from outside in this first quarter. James can't get it to go. Here's Utah. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. Collier, no good.
Defense kind of rolled the dice there, and I'm a little surprised that it ended up going their way with the miss.
James can't get it to go. Here's Markkanen. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And so it's Lauri Markkanen making things happen for the Jazz. Absolutely carrying the offense. He ends the quarter with 14. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this.